Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to hit on the Google Pixel 2 XL one more time and talk about why it's still an awesome pickup in 2020. Now, there are a ton of phones out in the marketplace, but none of them are quite like the Pixel series. And I think with like the Pixel 3 XL and like with the Pixel 4 XL, they're good phones and they're great phones too. But I think there's something about the older generation with the like two original Pixels that just screams so much value to me. And for the price per dollar standpoint, the Pixel 2 XL is an extremely awesome phone. Now, there might be some issues with this specific phone. I think there were some screen issues and things like that, but I'm not going to talk about them in this video because this is just positive vibes. We're just going to hit on the positive things about these phones. Now, starting off, the very first thing about the Pixel 2 XL, it came out a couple years ago, I think in 2017. And what I will tell you though is that the Pixel 2 XL's price tag for what you're getting is extremely great in my opinion. So this phone came out in 2017 and really, it costed quite a bit at that time, but now on Amazon, you can pick one of these things up for about $180, which is an extremely good price to pay for a phone like this. It's definitely not like cheap. It's not like it's $1, but it's a really good price to pay for a phone that still has a lot of capability. This phone is still getting software updates, and the Android 11 update is supposed to be coming out some point. Who knows when? Probably, I think, in a couple months, but this phone is going to be supported day one when it comes out. And I actually already had the Android 11 beta running on my Google Pixel 2 XL, and it ran it just fine, and on my Pixel 2, it ran it on these phones just fine, which is extremely cool. So, and what I'll tell you though is in terms of the price and for the phone that you're getting, it definitely has a thumbs up in my books for sure. Now, another reason this phone is still getting software updates, like I just mentioned before, and again, that's an extremely awesome feature to recommend to people. You want a phone that'll last you as long as possible. You don't want to get a phone now and have it outdated within a week from now. That's like the worst thing you want to happen. And with the Pixel 2 XL, it's going to be working for you for quite a bit of time. And to keep you in perspective, the Google Pixel 2 XL came out the same year as the Galaxy S8. The S8 is already unsupported, but the Pixel 2 XL is still getting support, which is really, really cool. So if you get this phone now, it's going to last you up until next year. And even at that point, you can do something else, which is my third top reason to recommend this to people. And that's the custom ROM capabilities. You'll be able to go and custom ROM this phone even now or when you're done getting supported with stock software. And there are so many custom ROMs out for this thing. The Pixel whole series has a huge development community behind it. And I'll definitely tell you, if you're in the market for picking up a Pixel phone, one of the best things you can do is custom ROM it. That's one thing where you're going to pick it up and you're going to be like, wow, this phone gets it. This phone has awesome software support. Really anything you throw at it will be perfectly fine as long as you custom ROM it, I think. So definitely in my opinion, the custom ROMing capabilities is really cool. And even if you're looking at this phone design-wise, it really doesn't even look that bad. I've seen a lot of phones, like if you look back in the day, phones like even the original Pixel, the Galaxy S7, phones like that, the iPhone 8, phones like that look outdated. And when you look at that design, you're like, wow, that's definitely like an older phone. But when you look at a phone like the Pixel 2 XL, you don't see like an old, outdated, ugly phone. You see a pretty good looking phone, maybe some thicker bezel on the top and bottom. It looks more like a Pixel 3a, but it doesn't look like an ugly phone, which is really nice. And if you're interacting with the screen and everything, even the screen is really good on this thing. If you're interacting with it all day, you don't want to look at a phone that just has like an ugly display, an ugly panel and all that. You don't want to deal with that. So for sure with the Pixel 2 XL, you're going to have a really good looking phone at the end of the day. And also the camera is still great on this thing too. Whether you're taking front-facing cameras or back-facing cameras or whatever, selfies, I don't know, you're going to be taking really good quality photos. And even though it only has one lens, this phone does do quite well with just the one lens that it has. So for sure, at the end of the day, the camera on this phone is still great. And all those other little things that this phone brought as well, USB Type-C, it didn't invent it, but it brought into this phone pretty good performance on this phone too. It's not a bad performing phone. Really, whatever you're going to do with it, and with Android 10 with that new gesture-based design, that honestly really did change up a lot. I know I kind of hype it up a lot, but it did change a couple things here and there, which is really cool. So ultimately, like I've stated, the Pixel 2 XL is still completely worth it in 2020, and I think it's an extremely good pickup as well. If you're willing to pick up this phone now, I'll say go for it. It has my seal of approval for sure. And like I said before, I'll link one down below if you guys want to pick it up. But that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.